Every millionaire has a beginning, but not every beginning looks glamorous. Some begin in silence, in struggle, with no applause, no spotlight, and no guarantees. Some begin with nothing, just a dream, a little bit of hope, and a burning desire to change their future. Today, we tell the story of Daniel Carter, an ordinary man who started with just $500 and turned it into over $1 million through patience, smart investing, and relentless discipline. He wasn't a genius. He wasn't born rich. He didn't have a wealthy family or secret connections. He was just like many of us, someone who wanted more from life but didn't know where to start. This is his journey, a story of mistakes, persistence, and quiet victories. And by the end of this story, you'll see how you can walk a similar path, no matter where you're starting from. Daniel was 26. He worked as an office assistant in a small logistics company. Every morning, he woke up early, rushed through traffic, and sat behind a desk for 8 hours, earning just enough to survive. Rent took half his paycheck. Groceries took another quarter. And the little that remained vanished in bills and random expenses. By the end of each month, Daniel would check his balance and sigh. He was tired of working hard but never getting ahead. One night, after another long day at work, Daniel sat alone in his small apartment. He was scrolling through YouTube when a video caught his eye. It was titled, "How Compound Interest Can Change Your Life." He clicked, and what he heard that night changed everything. The speaker explained how small amounts of money, consistently invested, can grow into massive wealth thanks to compound interest. Daniel paused the video, replayed it, and started taking notes. For the first time, he realized that wealth wasn't about luck. It was about making smart, consistent decisions over time. It wasn't about earning a fortune. It was about building habits that make your money work for you. That night, Daniel made a promise to himself: "I will learn how to make my money grow." Daniel had just $500 in savings, money he had slowly set aside from skipped lunches and small sacrifices. He could have spent it. He could have waited for the right time. But instead, he took a leap of faith. He opened a brokerage account and bought his first index fund, a diversified, low-cost investment that tracked the overall market. It wasn't flashy, it didn't promise quick riches. But it was safe, simple, and smart. Every month after that, Daniel committed to investing a small percentage of his paycheck, no matter what. Some months it was $50. Some months only $20. But he stayed consistent. He learned the principle of dollar-cost averaging, investing regularly regardless of whether the market was up or down. At first, it didn't seem like much was happening. But little by little, he began to notice growth. His money was working quietly, patiently. And more importantly, Daniel was changing. He was no longer just earning, he was building. A year later, things were going well. Daniel's small portfolio had grown steadily. And like many new investors, confidence turned into overconfidence. He joined online forums and watched influencers claiming to have made thousands overnight. They talked about new tech stocks, crypto coins, and secret market opportunities. He got tempted. He thought, why wait 10 years if I can double my money in 6 months? So he sold his index funds, everything, and went all in on a single tech stock everyone was talking about. At first it rose, his $2,000 became $2,800. He felt unstoppable. But then the market turned. The same stock that soared crashed. In just weeks, Daniel lost 40% of his portfolio. Months of savings gone. He felt crushed, angry, embarrassed. He almost quit investing altogether. But after some reflection, he realized this was a valuable lesson. He had learned painfully that investing isn't about excitement, it's about discipline. That day, Daniel wrote in his notebook, "Greed and emotion destroy more wealth than bad investments." He never forgot that line. Daniel came back stronger. He rebuilt his portfolio, this time with patience and purpose. He went back to index funds and diversified ETFs. He automated his investments. Every month, part of his salary went directly into his portfolio. No thinking, no guessing, just consistency. He started reading one finance book a month, The Intelligent Investor, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich. He followed podcasts, watched tutorials, and tracked his progress like a scientist. He realized the secret wasn't finding the next big thing. The secret was staying consistent with what works. 5 years later, Daniel checked his account. That $500 he started with had become $50,000. No windfalls, no gambling, just time and patience. He smiled not because of the money, but because of who he had become. He was now a person who could control his money, not be controlled by it. As Daniel's confidence grew, so did his ambitions. He started a small side business, selling productivity templates and digital planners online. It wasn't a hit overnight, but over time, it made a steady profit. He used that extra income to buy his first rental property through a government-backed loan program. Now Daniel had three sources of income: his job, his investments, and his business. He was diversifying not just his portfolio, but his life. Years later, when his business grew and his real estate appreciated, Daniel's net worth crossed the $1 million mark. Quietly, no viral post, no spotlight. Just consistent effort and smart decisions. When people asked Daniel how he did it, he didn't talk about stocks or timing. He talked about mindset. He shared 5 lessons that changed his life. Lesson 1: start small. Waiting for perfect conditions means never starting. Lesson 2: be consistent. Time in the market beats timing the market. Lesson 3: control your emotions. Discipline is your greatest edge. Lesson 4: keep learning. Knowledge compounds faster than money. Lesson 5: diversify. Never depend on one source of income. These principles built not just his wealth but his character. He learned that financial success is less about intelligence and more about habits. The same small habits that made him save $500 eventually built his $1 million fortune. Daniel's story isn't about luck. It's about transformation, from scarcity to abundance, from uncertainty to control. He no longer worked for money. His money worked for him. He no longer feared the future. He built it. And the truth is, anyone can do the same. You don't need a huge income. You just need a plan, patience, and the courage to begin. Because the best investment you'll ever make is in yourself. If Daniel's journey inspired you, remember, your millionaire story could be next.